Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure for me to be with you again. I remind you that my name is Jose David Duran and I study history. Today, I'm going to talk about the Pance village and my cycling experience. My presentation is divided into five parts. First, the history of the place. Second, how together. Third, why is it important to me? Four, problems. Fifth, personal reflection. First, the history of the place. During the colony, this territory belongs to the Alferez Real. The name Pance may refer to an indigenous chief who was exterminated along with his entire ethnic group. In the 20th century, in the middle of the Thousand Days War, some soldiers from Cauca decided to desert and take refuge in Pance. They survived thanks to the flora and fauna they find and are dedicated to extracting gold from the river. Then they return to Popayán and they tell about all the good things that there is in Pance. Thus, when the 40s began, there was a migration to Pance. These people were right occupied lands near the river. During these years, the construction of the La Voragine Road began. The economy was centered on the exploitation of the wood and charcoal. In La Voragine, there were two coal mines, and about 150 people were employed. Every 8 days, a Shiva would arrive to transport the workers to buy food and utensils. Starting in the 60s, a slow but constant flow of urban people began who only sought to settle for recreational purposes, but cheap land and build more or less luxurious farms, depending on their income level. Thus begins the tourist stage. City dwellers began to discover the paradise of Pance, and the refreshing waters of the river grew on weekends or holidays in increasing numbers. Before the end of this decade, the road to La Voragine was paved. Currently, every weekend the flow of people and vehicles is considerable. Pance is the largest recreational center in Cali. Second, how together. The Pance village is located in the south of Cali. To get to Pance from my house in the Potrero Grande sector, we must first go along 27th Avenue to the highway Simon Bolivar. Heading north-south, we must go directly to the Jardín Plaza shopping center. There we have two options. We can go through 25th Street or Cañas Gordas Avenue. I always go through the Cañas Gordas Avenue because there are many cyclists. In this part, a small climb begins. We must go through the Javeriana University and cross to the right on 122 Avenue. At this point, we only have to follow the path as far as your legs can hold. You can get to La Vorágine, Pueblo Pance, El Pato, or Burbujas. It depends on your mood and your physical condition. Third, why is it important to me? This place represents a lot to me. In nature, there is peace, harmony, and health. I must go to Pance constantly to feel good. In Pance, there are therapeutic zones, so as the sound of the river, of the sounds of birds. There is pure air, there is delicious food, and something very important, there is no exaggerated noise, there is no scandal, and that is very important for my health. The bicycle is the means and the complement to enjoy this paradise. Going by car to Pance doesn't make sense to me. When I get on my bicycle, there is no anger, there are no tensions, there are no problems, there is only peace. When I start to climb the mountain and the demand increases, it's a fantastic moment of physical and mental concentration. I do not have an expensive bicycle, so the effort is greater, but I like to pause myself and get tired to drink orange juice and get into the river. Food problems. The Panza River is one of the most important water sources in Cali. However, there are serious environmental problems that are destroying it. Firstly, the excessive construction of houses and the unnecessary creation of aqueducts. Secondly, the irresponsibility of tourists who dump garbage every day to the river. And thirdly, the cancer from legal and illegal mining that contaminates the water with sulfuric acid, arsenic, and other harmful elements. Just as smoker damage take lungs with cigarettes, human damage the lungs of the earth with garbage and chemicals. Fifth, reflection. Talking about solutions is very difficult because those who must take care of the environment do the opposite. Money crushes nature, and if someone is against it, they call end up dead. Global warming increases year after year. The human being knows that is it, causing a irreparable damage, but economic interest and ambition outweigh an environmental awareness. However, and although the impact is not so strong, each person can contribute individually, respecting, caring for and cleaning the river and its surroundings. Thank you.